Although Kenneth Branagh has directed films of various genres over the years, including a horror movie, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, an Agatha Christie thriller, Murder on the Orient Express, and a Disney fairy tale, Cinderella, he keeps returning to his first love, Shakespeare. The first film he directed was a fine version of Henry V, and he's also tackled Much Ado About Nothing, Hamlet, a musical version of Love's Labour's Lost, and a movie about the behind-the-scenes attempts to produce a low-budget version of Hamlet. In All Is True, he gets to play the bard himself in a story about the great writer's retirement. In 1613, Shakespeare's final play, Henry VIII, which is almost never discussed these days, closed abruptly when a malfunctioning prop cannon caused a fire that destroyed the Globe Theatre. Following this disaster, the playwright left London and returned to his home in Stratton-on-Avon, where he lived with his wife Anne Hathaway, Judi Dench, who was several years his senior. Little is known of Shakespeare's private life, so Elton's screenplay is for the most part speculative, allowing him free rein to instill some modern concepts of feminism into the great writer's life. Some may cavil at this, and there have been complaints about imposing the values of the 21st century onto the drama. But Elton is rather clever at injecting what could have been a dull domestic drama — retirement isn't exactly an exciting screen subject — with references to Shakespeare's fiction. For example, there are echoes of King Lear as the elderly writer attempts to sort out his legacy to his daughters. One of the key scenes in the film involves a visit from the Earl of Southampton, Ian McKellen, Shakespeare's patron and, it's hinted, his former lover. The pleasure of watching these two fine actors, Branagh and McKellen, exchanging barbs is a major highlight. Because the film is most beautifully photographed by Zach Nicholson using only natural light, and that means candlelight for the interiors, All Is True has a low-key, burnished look that gives at least a touch of realism. Under a heavy makeup that makes him look something like the most famous portrait of Shakespeare, Branagh is almost unrecognisable. The film can't, of course, live up to its title. Who knows if any of this is true? But it doesn't need to. It's an intelligently scripted, beautifully evoked speculation. A modest drama played out in a minor key. I'm giving All Is True 3.5 stars.